My name is Krishnan, but I go by JK. Have been closely involved with a lot of activities in the incubation cell. As part of the alumni from IIT Madras, we've been very closely involved as mentors and in various capacities over the years. I'm also a member of TAI Chennai and therefore continuously working with startups, new ideas, and I'm delighted to have an opportunity to interact with all of you. First, congratulations that you've all been selected for this particular program. I think between yesterday and today, you've already covered some of the basics. You know, getting your product, who's your customer, product market fit. I assume those have been the sessions you've gone through so far. In this session, we will focus more on presenting our product or service to the customer. I don't even want to say it's a sales pitch, but I will only say presenting our product or service to the customer. I did go through the profile of all of you in what has been circulated, and I find that almost all of you are in what I call an enterprise product. It means your product is aimed more at enterprises. Maybe just a brief, 1 minute introduction, then I will at least connect up who is into which particular aspect.
Yeah, sure. I'm Aravind from Neurostellar. We are building brain sensing wearable devices for people with managing stress and all that.
Okay.
I'm Abha from Sirakatwa. We make ceramic chemicals.
Okay.
I'm Raghunath and I'm also from Saratha.
Okay.
I'm Muthu from SSN, Agricultural Engineering. So we are working on the digital twin of the product in marketplace.
Digital?
Digital twin. It's a virtual representation of a product.
Okay.
Myself, Vimal. I work with Muthu on
Okay.
I'm Nirmal from Space Road, Space, and we're working on a new technology in jet engines.
So I'm Rashid and I'm from Space Road.
I am Ashwini Samay from Shuri College of Engineering and Technology, and also I'm a mechanical student. We are building to develop an underwater search and rescue.
All right.
My name is Jason. I'm also from Shuri College and Dash.
I'm Karthik. I'm an assistant professor in Information Technology. I'm then doing predictive analytics for analytics.
Right, I'm Ramesh from Arctic Labs. We are trying to build a platform to manage several drones, hundreds of drones, managing from a single control center.
Okay. Anybody else I've missed?
I'm Rajit John. I'm the co-founder of Citizen Circuits. We are primarily into semiconductor research property.
Okay. All right. Great. So I'm really going to focus in this session on 3 or 4 aspects which you will find is important when you talk about your product or service to others. Whether it's to customers or others, it's still important to have some of these concepts in mind. Okay. So I had the session topic title as Keep It Simple, Keep It Brief. And many of us, because we are so passionate about our product or service, we will find it very difficult to keep it brief on what it is or what it does. It's also very difficult to make things simple. It's easier to complicate and have it as complex definitions of what we do. To keep it simple, it's clarity that will lead to simplicity. The clearer we are, therefore, about different aspects of what is our product or what it does, we'll make sure that we can talk about it in very simple terms. I know you believe you understand what you think I have said, but I'm not sure that you realize that what you heard was not what I meant. Okay? Even to understand this sentence will take a little time. I remember one of the startups who, when they were talking about their product, they said, hey, we have a SaaS platform device independent, OS agnostic, providing data orchestration that can deliver edge-based computing services. A SaaS platform which is device independent, OS agnostic, providing data orchestration to provide edge-based computing services with great customer experience. Now even more complicated. And it didn't stop there. Powered by AI, ML and blockchain technologies. Got it? Now it's simple. So I want that from trying to define what we have in the way we understand and the way we are passionate about, we must then move to saying what and how, if I present, will a customer understand it clearly. That is the whole objective of what we are going to do in this particular session. And most of us, when we talk about our products or services, we'll always talk from our perspective, because that's how we understand. And it is so easy for us, all that which I told you, device independent, OS agnostic, data orchestration, providing edge-based computing services, is so clear to me, not clear to any one of you. Am I right? Because you now need to figure out each of these words, translate it and say what does it really represent. So I want to say it's not so simple to make things simple, but that is what we wish to move towards in this session, okay? So the first important thing, and I'm sure you have gone through, but I want us to revise this. What is my product or service? I don't know how many of you have ever read or seen Dennis the Menace cartoons. You might have, some of you, some, yeah, those at least in senior. Look at that. I don't know what it is, but I made it myself. Okay? Lovely, complicated thing that he has made with this thing. I don't know what it is, but I made it myself. All of us create products and services. And many are in the realm where I don't know what it is, but I created it myself, I made it myself, and therefore I'm so happy now to talk about it and take it to the market. So here is an aspect I want us, we are going to spend some time where I want to listen to how you define your product or services. A company, again like you, enterprise-based solutions, but we provide intelligent manufacturing solutions. Okay, it at least gives us some idea about what is it that they are providing. They are providing intelligent manufacturing solutions, but then we will understand a little bit more. But they have an ability then to define in reasonably simple terms something that they are taking to market. So my first thing, and we will interact after I finish the first four, what is our product or service? We must be able to present in a manner where it's not enough that you understand, but that I can understand or the rest of us here can understand, and then therefore a customer would be able to understand. This is the next important thing. The first is, what is my product or service? The simpler we can make it, easier it is for people to understand. This is your product or service. What is then important? Who am I going to talk to? What am I going to present? Who is my customer? And again here, okay. So here's our new logo. Now let's come up with some viable product ideas to go with it. Which means, just all this is to say, I first create a logo, and then I say, hey, can you now create a product which fits with this logo? I've created a product. Now I don't know, I have to figure out to which customer this is of value or importance. Okay? Because all of us are passionate, we first think of the product and we say this is a product. Now for who is it meaningful? Who is that customer? Oh, that we'll figure out later, but first I want to create this product. Like saying, hey, I've got this great logo. Can any of you please now design a product which can go with this logo? Okay, just keep us thinking. So who's your customer? That same earlier company which said we are in intelligent manufacturing solutions. We have defined a customer as component suppliers to global automotive brands. mean they are clear that it is for those who are manufacturers in the automotive segment, but not those Fortune 500 companies who are the global brands, but suppliers to them. Okay? So, they are clear we have intelligent manufacturing solutions, but that is of value to those in the automotive industry who are supplying to global brands. Okay? So, that is the manner in which we should be able to define or identify who is my customer segment. I will cover one more and then we will make it interactive where I want to listen to how you would look at these aspects. So, features of your product or service, and I am going to differentiate between features and benefits. The first thing is features, and most of us are passionate about the features that our product or solution has. Okay, that's where we come from. Again, one of the gluten-free mud pies. I mean, great idea. It's still mud pie. Okay, nobody can touch it. But he says gluten-free because the whole world is saying if it's gluten-free, maybe it's healthy. I don't know what gluten is, and I don't care as long as these mud pies keep selling. Okay, it's just about gluten-free is a nice feature to talk about, and we are all at the feature level. So, same company now at Intelligent Manufacturing Solutions, they define their customer as those in the automotive industry who supply to global brands. So, they are saying our features are advanced barcoding, RFID, machine connectivity, business systems integration. Some aspects which they still wish to talk about, but it may be easier for that customer to understand, oh, you guys come with these important aspects. So, keep this in mind, we are going to now make it interactive. What are the features of your product or service? Try and keep to the top 2 features which you think are the most important. Okay, no need to list it to saying I have these 10 features, because then customer will lose track. 2 or 3 most important are the features which you think differentiate or are important things which you have in your product or service. So, that is the feature side of what you have. Benefits of your product or service. This is a lovely statement. This is all part of our marketing upbringing. This is from the founder of Revlon. They all, as you know, are in cosmetics in various ranges. In the factory, we make cosmetics. In the store, we sell hope. You know what it means? The ladies may probably understand this much better than we do. In the factory, we make cosmetics. But in the marketplace, we don't talk of any of the features of the cosmetics, but we say, hey, this can make you beautiful. You get it? In the marketplace, I don't talk of cosmetics. I don't talk of what are the ingredients of those cosmetics, what is the great technology behind those cosmetics. It is not at all important. What I make in the factory is cosmetics, but what I talk about in the marketplace are you can become, fairer and prettier, and because that is the benefit side of what that particular product offers. So, good statement to keep in mind. We make this, we manufacture this, but when we are talking to the customer, it is what benefit that will offer to you that we will really talk about, but not about the product. So, that is the whole idea of this. So, if you go back to that same company who are in intelligent manufacturing solutions, they are very clear that their customer are component suppliers to global brands. They have listed out 3 or 4 features which they think why their product is powerful, and they say, hey, we can provide you real-time information, operational seamless productivity, customized solutions together. Therefore, these are the benefits that our product offers. So, in this 20 minutes, we have covered 4 extremely important aspects which will make our, I am moving away from sales pitch, because in my next slide I want to talk about another thing which is important. So, I do not want to call it sales pitch, but our ability to present our product or service. Because in a sales pitch we think we will keep talking and we will say something, and I want to move to something in the next slide. So I will say, to get our presentation, our sales presentation or our presentation of our product or service, there are 4 aspects we have covered. What is my product or service? Who is my customer? What are the features of my product or service? What are the benefits offered by my product? Clear? Take 5-10 minutes. Note down, each one of you, in your own words, what you think. If you want to define, hey, my product or service is this, how will you define it? Who is your customer? What are 2 or 3 most important features of your product? What are the benefits that your product offers? And then we will spend, each one of you, a few minutes to talk about it. About 5 minutes, 10 minutes? Okay, could we start with space roles, aerospace? That's you? So first, what is your product or service?
So, our product is new axial compressor for gas turbine jet engines.
Okay.
So our customers are like manufacturers of, OEMs of gas turbine jet engines like GE. And can I talk about the features?
Yes.
Okay, sir.
So you said it is gas turbine engines
Yes, gas turbine engines
for aerospace, or no, gas turbine
for aviation.
for aviation.
For aviation or power generation or industrial applications as well. So our customers are OEMs, original equipment manufacturing companies in gas turbines. And our features, the features of our products are, there are no abnormal temperature rise. There are no abnormal temperature rise.
Is that a feature or is the benefit? What is a feature?
Sir, it's a feature actually.
Okay.
It's a feature of the product. And less weight for required power output. And less noise.
All of those are benefits.
Okay. Sir,
Features are stuff like, we use this material, or our design incorporated here. It's about the product features. Less weight, less noise are benefits
okay.
which yours gives. So this is the most important that we should form in our minds. What is a feature? What is a benefit?
Okay, sir. So I will read mine. Sir, I gave benefits as high fuel and maintenance cost saving. Can clear international engine regulations easily even in advanced state. That is for the OEMs, right? So what their pain is it is very hard they are trying to, they are struggling to clear those regulations set by international bodies. So it's easy for them to clear through this technology, even if they are bringing an advancement.
Okay, got it. Now I'll change your thing. Now I've understood.
Yeah.
So what you're saying as noise free, if you say noise free mechanism, then it becomes a feature. Okay.
Okay.
If you say reduction of noise, it's a benefit.
Okay, got
But
it.
if you say, the features are then noise reduction technology using something,
Okay.
then that becomes a feature.
Okay.
What it provides is reduced noise levels. If you only talk reduced noise level,
Okay,
that's
got
a benefit.
Got it.
But the feature which produces that, or which can make that happen, that is your design feature.
Got it, sir.
You understand the
Yeah,
difference?
no.
Okay. No, good. You have any other thoughts in that, or some other ways of describing?
Yeah, the benefits, it's a new type of concept in the aviation industry, and the product is market fit and it could be industrially applicable.
Now, you pause. Let us say you say new concept.
Yeah.
I am a customer.
Hmm.
How does it matter to me that because you say new concept, it is very exciting to me? A benefit statement
Hmm.
must be of value to the customer.
Okay. Hmm.
So I'm going to say something and say, I've got this. This is AI powered.
Okay.
Will you buy this because I said AI powered?
No.
No.
Hmm.
So there's no benefit statement
Hmm. Okay.
that we made this using new technologies.
Oh. Okay.
You understand?
Yeah.
Move that to whatever because of that new, is there a benefit to the customer?
Hmm. Okay.
Think in that way.
Hmm.
So like what we are bringing is the features, and what is the after effect. I mean, what value they are getting is the benefit.
100%. 100%. So you would have all gone through saying, hey, what problem does your product solve? Rather than limiting to saying, hey, what problem does my product solve? The more we think saying, I have this benefit, each feature you must understand. In our earlier exercise, we used to do a complete table which was, what are your features? What are the advantages because of this feature? What are the benefits because of this feature? You are putting in a feature into your product so that there is some benefit which is happening as far as your end product is concerned. It could be performance related, it could be convenience related, it could be cost related. It is to reach those benefits for customer that on your design side, on your product side, you are incorporating something. Every feature which you think is important in your product, you should be able to correlate saying, because of this feature, I can provide this benefit to customer. Understand?
Yes, sir.
That is the way you should map between your feature and the benefit.
Okay. Yeah. Clear.
So anything else you want to add?
Yeah, fuel efficient technology. That's it.
I mean, sir, like, can I ask you one doubt?
Yeah.
Okay, sir, if we are talking about the features, it will go more technical. I mean, we have to add more technical aspects to those features. So, like, for a common reader, it might not be like,
No, I will answer that in my next slide when we are presenting to customer. But for the moment, you say the following features in my product are unique or of value in whatever form. Okay, I'll give you an example right now. In good old days, and this this is part of all the marketing 101 sort of classes. Colgate had an ad. Okay, Colgate had an ad which said new and improved Colgate now with SGL4. That was their ad. They really released this ad. Okay, new and improved Colgate now with SGL4. We are all customers. What is the first thought that occurs to you? What is your Exactly. What is this SGL4 is what is happening? So they changed the ad to say new and improved Colgate whitens teeth better using SGL4. But the SGL4 as a feature, as you identify these features, we must keep them because when we make the benefit statement to customer, we must be in a position to say that is happening because I have SGL4 at the back. Which is why listing out the features is an important thing, because we will connect to say, I am able to give you this reduced noise condition because I use these sorts of dampeners and these sorts of something in my design. So we should say mine has these dampeners and 3 levels of dampeners. If you say I have multiple level of dampeners, I am just saying for want of anything else, multiple level dampeners is a feature. Produces less noise is the benefit.
So if one feature have multiple benefits, I mean, I'll take as our product as an example. Our product is known as ABMP technology.
A, B, whatever.
So that might be the feature right there. And rest of the things which I was talking about is like it is a benefit.
That lightweight, blah, etc. All that will be sure. Sometimes a technology or a material or something can give you multiple benefits. Because I use aluminum, I am able to give you lightweight, corrosion free. It's okay. It's okay to say I use aluminum, so it will be lightweight, corrosion free. It's okay. There are two benefits for the material I use. That's fine. Yeah, but understood. Everybody has this in mind. There are features in our product. The features are important because it is with these features we are providing either the problem solving or the benefit. I want to keep it as benefits for now, and later we will come to problem solving. Okay, got it? That was nice. Then next is Sera Tattva.
The sector that we are covering is aerospace, defense, atomic energy, automotive, and healthcare and textile. The features are, it is a single source with multiple components. It is a liquid formulations, and it is processable and customizable. The benefits would be easy to handle, multifunctional, it saves time and space, energy effective, and it's compatible with current infrastructure. So we have multiple product. I'll ask Raghunath to tell.
So another product we make is nanofiber.
No, I want to hold before you get on to that. So Abha presented something. How many of you have now an understanding of what Sera Tattva does? Honest, yes, no need to, because then I would like them to again relook at how to make it simple so that it is possible that in your field everybody will understand that. Even then, go back to your definition of the product. What is your product?
So ceramic chemicals and fiber production equipment.
Ceramic chemicals and
Fiber production equipment.
so this fiber production equipment is well understood as what it does within the aerospace industry, is it? Or you list, who are your customers? Because you listed 5 or 6.
Yes, aerospace, defense, atomic, energy, automotive, healthcare, and textile.
And would all of them understand your previous statement where you said
Ceramic chemicals,
and
fiber production equipment.
so they also refer to them as fiber production equipment. Okay. And the benefits are?
Benefits, like it's a liquid formulation, so it is easy to handle and it is multifunctional because it is liquid. Again, since it is liquid and single source, it saves times and space. Like the whole process of getting to the end product is very less. Energy effective, since we have the liquid formulations, the intrinsically the energy that will be required to make the end product will be less. And with the current technology which is already available for our chemicals, the same infrastructure can be used for our chemicals as also. So additional equipment is not required to use our chemical.
I'm going to come back to you during the session, but I understand therefore you have many features and you are trying to talk those benefits, but to me still the person on the other end must completely know everything about what you're saying for that person to understand. Let us say I'm a purchase officer in an aerospace industry. Okay. I don't know much about all the things that you said. So you're presenting to me saying, hey, we have this, we are ceramic and whatever else you said, and you say all this. I'm not too sure whether I will immediately know what is so special or think about what you say, and I'm going to come back to you after I finish one more round which we'll finish. Then I want to come back to you and make you relook at, is there any other way if you present, all of us here can also understand. How many of you fully understood what Abha has got? You did know, therefore it's ceramic. So I'll tell you, to me, what is in my mind is, hey, something in ceramic, right? That much I have got it. Something in ceramic. Okay, therefore liquid form rather than the single formulation, all of those and those benefits, I didn't connect too much with it. But okay, some liquid form, therefore easily you can make some shapes, and that sort of thing is there in my mind. But I want to now move you to saying something which will then give the image and the positioning of what you have and that power very clearly in me. We'll come to that in the next round. Yeah, you wanted to
So,
ask.
as an extension to that, one product is customizable high temperature inks that are suitable for printing labels. So, whatever precursors we make, they go into these high temperature inks that can withstand very high temperatures. So, the tagline is inks that do not catch fire. And our immediate customers are from iron and steel industries. The features are they are long life, they can be color coded, and the printing life is robust. And the benefits are all these precursors are indigenously developed.
Long life is a benefit.
Yeah. Okay. Color coded is a feature.
Okay,
The benefits are indigenously developed.
that's not a benefit.
Like we are import substitute. Like these are all currently on embargo, so there is an import substitute to the customer.
Therefore, if you say that is also a feature. If you say easy availability, lower cost, then that is a benefit.
Okay.
So keep in your mind the differentiation between the feature and the benefit.
Yes. So it's an import substitute. So that is the benefit for many industries who are relying on other countries.
What is the benefit?
So easy availability, lower cost.
Yeah, import substitution is not a benefit.
Okay. It's a feature.
It's a feature, or it's a because of import substitution.
Okay.
That's the way you have to think. Because of this, what happens? Because of import substitution, there is either easy availability, lead time is less, or lower cost. If you ask that question, because of this, what happens? Then you will come to that benefit which is given by what you have. Yeah? Okay, good.
So in this fiber manufacturing unit, the product is nano fiber manufacturing unit. The tagline is fibers in the blink of an eye. The features are UV light integration, multi-nozzle type, rotations up to 24,000, distance varied up to 30 centimeters. The benefits are 1,000 times productivity, no high voltages required, can be operated on a tabletop basis. Our immediate customers are from academia, biomedical and textile industries. Thank you.
Good. Aerotrix.
Okay. So our product is underwater search and rescue drone for rough seas mostly, and our immediate customers are coast guards, defense and navy. The features that we are offering is remote operation since the drone, then an inflatable life raft for search and rescue. For the benefits, we have faster search and rescue. It's always armed so they can deploy as soon as possible. And since personals are not involved, less risk for rescue personnel. That's it.
Good. I'm just saying this is good. We'll come back to you once more. So again, you said underwater
Search and rescue drone.
search and rescue drone.
Yes.
Coast Guards, Navy, and
Defense.
okay. Features you said
Remote operation and inflatable life raft. Then scanning and all that.
good. I think there's reasonable clarity on what features and benefits are. Good. Okay. Okay. Silesium circuits. Yeah.
Our product is semiconductor intellectual properties, and our customers
Semiconductor.
intellectual properties, IPs, for the front end module, for the wireless in short. And our customers are original equipment manufacturers in 5G and IoT space. Our features are that support multiple bands like L1, L5, S band, and the benefits for the customers are better power, performance, and area at a lower cost.
So all of this will communicate well to somebody who's already in telecom.
In the segment, yeah.
In the segment.
Right, yeah.
Again, what is your product or service? Just for me.
Our product is semiconductor IPs. So that act as a front-end module for wireless communication.
IP meaning intellectual
Intellectual properties, yeah.
So what do you mean semiconductor IP?
We develop our own custom designs, which we do that in semiconductors. So IP means that is something unique that we have defined or developed. So all of those are considered as an IP, which can be used for multiple products and solutions, which we can even license. Yeah. So that design can be licensed to multiple vendors, multiple OEMs, like any other intellectual property.
Who don't have that particular semiconductor in their circuit, or they need that semiconductor in their circuit but they don't have a source to buy. Do you provide a semiconductor,
right,
or you provide only the IP?
We provide both based on their requirement. It can be a semiconductor IP which they can embed.
By IP you mean you will give them the design?
We can give them the design.
And you say you make it yourself now?
Right, yeah. Or it can be an product which we can give it to as an hardware product, yeah.
And within the industry, it is understood as a semiconductor IP,
yeah,
is equivalent to me buying a design and owning the rights for that design for me to manufacture.
Right, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So this actually complements their other components.
T-Twin.
So like our product. So our product is an IoT platform that creates a physical representation of real-time data for real-time data analysis.
This is what I was referring to. You understand?
Yes, sir.
How many of you understood what is his product or service? Will you repeat the same sentence? I want us to get the feedback. How many of us then know what does he have? Say it again. Same thing. Don't change any of the words.
Yes, sir. A IoT platform for physical representation of real-time data for real-time data analysis.
Go ahead again. So,
sir, it's an IoT platform.
Can you now explain to me in some other words, what does it do? Forget the IoT platform.
Okay, sir.
Doesn't matter, what will it do? You're saying it will replicate a component.
Not replicate, sir. Like it will capture real-time data and give a visualization.
Give me one example.
For instance, if you take a car, I will get a real picture of the car on an internet with like what is happening in the car at this moment.
Like what happening meaning where location, or is it something else, or is it moving, or what do you mean?
I mean everything, sir.
What happens inside the engine?
Everything, sir, like all aspects.
No, give me one
for example, like for example, like we have a chassis coming into a car. Chassis coming into an assembly line.
Are you saying in a manufacturing environment, or is it for the user?
Sir, like for me, the business itself is an enterprise. The manufacturer is the customer.
Manufacturer is your customer.
Manufacturer is my customer. So, like for instance, the chassis comes into my company, and every stage, as like for instance, like a Toyota cars have almost 3,000 components. So every stage, the product moves across each stations. The product is being built, and then they have a quality assurance framework to ensure that they have a Pocoyoco error-proofing concept to ensure that all the components are intact. But in our case, the framework is not required. We have a digital twin for a product. As the product grows within your ecosystem, we will be in a position to understand the product, and the quality checks, everything will be done virtually. So the entire inspection class is done virtually, and this is for inside the plant. When the product is deployed into the market, when it goes to the customer, again the entire product lifecycle information comes to the customer, so that like currently what happens is for almost all the web-based products, the data are available. So a lot of AI can be done. So what our protocol does is capturing data from the physical environment, and that is given to like AI companies. The company can take it back for doing ML and improving the features of the product with respect to the customer.
Okay. Got it. So who's your customer for this?
Manufacturer, sir.
So, and what are the features and benefits? Then we'll fully understand.
Yes, sir. Features like we give them a live execution environment the entire environment virtually. We also give the live product for them virtually. And then we also enable them easy creation of twins. So they let them need not learn the technology. They could subscribe to our platform, so they could create twins with us easily. And then quick interface. The entire business process can be interfaced with us easily. So we can create silos for every areas, and then they could work with us. And then the integration of assets is something we do. And then integration of process into the virtual environment we do. And then easy assimilation to their ERPs. So like in the manufacturing sector, it goes from one vendor to the other vendor. So the twin will actually move fast. So they could before the product arrives, they can start their plan. For that we give them APIs for easy assimilation. These are the features of the product, and this data can also be open for AI and ML processing. Like an AI team can further work on building on it. So data is available for them to do further processing. So these are the features of the product. When we talk about benefits, we say like better user experience, error proofing is automated virtually, time saving, less dependence on technology, because like manufacturing companies need not spend money. They could take our technologies and take our platform so that their dependency on technology reduces, and reduce lead time. In their industry, the lead time gets reduced. Scalability. So for instance, they make like 10,000 products. So all the 10,000 products twins will be done in an instant. So the scalability is there in the product.
Okay, good. Very well done. And I want to add something to what you said. Now understand, therefore, your thing is aimed at your customers, the automobile manufacturers?
Any manufacturer, sir.
Any manufacturer.
Any manufacturer.
So it's not necessarily automobile, it could be anybody. And you are tracking from the life cycle of its manufacture. Subsequently, in its usage, you are able to capture some information of how it is working and feed that data back to the manufacturer. But
Yes,
all
sir.
points of time, manufacturer is the customer or end user is also a customer?
So like for us, the interface, the enabler is manufacturer.
So even after it is given to supply, and let's say some user is using it,
Yes, sir.
and you are still continuing to capture data about the performance of that particular
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
product, the manufacturer is your customer to whom you provide that information.
Yes, sir.
You're not providing it to the end user.
Yes, sir.
I'm just understanding. So
Yes, sir.
manufacturer is your customer.
Yes, sir. But it can be extended to
No,
the.
I got it.
Yes, sir.
Manufacturer is your customer. I wanted to add to something you said because you did elaborate a lot of features and benefits. So what the point I want to add is, he mentioned some benefits which are more generic in nature. For example, you said, so let's say, better user experience, ease of use, okay, faster, quicker, more accurate. Stuff like that are what I call generic. Move that towards saying, can save you 30% time compared to normal. Quantify benefits. The word I want to use, which you must keep in your mind, is do not stick with generic statements on benefits, but quantify benefits. 30% saving in energy cost. Okay? 4 times faster, 3 times longevity. As far as possible, move each of your benefit statements to a quantification around that, because then it will connect with me better. Okay?
Yeah, to briefly introduce our services, we are currently building smart wearable brain sensing devices, and our target segments are
No, pause. Smart wearable brain sensing device.
Yeah,
That is your product or service?
that's our product.
Product.
Yeah, our customer segments include workplaces, corporate workplaces like major IT services and all that workplaces. So what the features we offer here is ability to track the mind states, accurately tracking the mind states of the workforces, managing stress and burnouts with real-time feedback, and finally neuroscience-backed wellness content for the employees. The benefits they get out of here is improved productivity and wellness of the organization, improved engagement and productivity of the employees in the workplaces.
Go back to your first product or service.
So we are developing.
Repeat the same thing which you said. Don't change anything.
Sir.
Smart. What?
Smart wearable brain sensing devices.
Pause. This is where I want us to interact, because it is from this that the learnings for all of us. This is the way he is defining it. Smart wearable brain sensing device. Okay. Only as he got into what it was, there was one key line which stuck to me more than this first line, that I can monitor stress levels of your employees. Suppose I change my product or service to stress tracking device. If I change my product or service definition, hey, I have something which is a stress tracking device, wearable. Would it communicate much better than the smart wearable brain sensing device, which is what it is? Okay, it is the way he has looked at it and designed it. But this is the learning I want us to have. Therefore I'm saying keep it simple. It is what if I present communicates easily to target customers or to anybody. You get what I'm saying? Yes, it is brain sensing. It is done through all that. It is AI driven, it is this, it is all of that. If you keep to the background and see how you can define your product or service. If I say stress tracking wearable device, would it define the product?
Not the whole part of the product, but
no. I'm just wanting you to think along. No, I understand. Your product will always have much more than stress, which is why you want to move to the brain as the. But see if you can relate it to emotion tracking, whatever. What does it do while tracking? What all does it track?
There are 3 different parameters here: relaxations, focus levels, and stress.
Let us say you have those 3. Anything with which you can communicate that is a way of looking at it. I don't want him to change anything, but I'm only wanting this discussion and things to throw up. In every way we define our product, if there is a simpler way, if there is something which can communicate much better, okay.
Alright.
Suppose I say stress and focus tracking. Relaxation is a different, lower level of stress.
Correct.
Think about it. Go ahead, please. So therefore, that is your product. Features you said where? Customers, or who are the customers?
Major corporate organizations, IT, ITS, finance, banking, all that, with a lot of employees.
I want to pause. I want in each point I want to take up something which brings greater clarity to whatever we present. So I want to use 2 terms which are important. One I call precision, to move away from generalities. Second is exactness, as far as possible. Why only large corporates? What is large? If I have 100 people in my company, would you give me the device?
That's.
If I have 10 people, will you give me a device?
That wouldn't be.
If there are 1,000 only, will you give device? So, in the way you define, and will you give only to IT? You won't give to manufacturing? No, nothing. No, don't answer. No,
I won't.
Only to trigger the way we want to define. So, if you say any organization, whatever, you may have a certain size, because then it becomes HR responsibility. Each one of them have to wear it, is it? But the organization has to buy and give it to the employees? Is that the way you're thought through?
That's the kind of model we are exploring.
No, that's your model. So organization needs to buy it for all its employees, or whichever employees it wishes to measure these parameters. Is that the way you looked at?
They would have already have data of particular departments who are in trouble.
under high stress.
Yeah, yeah. Where the need is high.
So provide for them first.
Yeah.
Okay. But the organization is your customer. They have to buy
Yeah.
10 or 20 or 100
Yeah.
of these devices.
Yeah. True.
Okay, so you define your customer. What did you say? Who's your customer?
Yeah. Big organizations
No,
with
big is, see, these are the ones I want us to move towards. If you define anything, become specific. Big means what?
okay organizations with employee sizes of more than 100.
Very nice. Very nice. So now this is becoming clearer. Okay.
Yeah.
That's why I took that example. They are in intelligent manufacturing solutions. Okay. But they didn't say my customer is the whole world. My customer are those who supply to global auto manufacturers. So then the way it gives them clarity on who do I go after, what is important to them. All of this will come as you go into selling. This is a better way. So organizations which have more than 100 employees, or any organization which has more than 1,000, whatever. A good definition is much easier than leaving it as big, large.
Yeah, got it.
Okay.
Precise, got it.
Features you said.
Yeah, features like managing stress and burnouts with.
No, feature. I have these sensors. What is your feature? What is
got
the
it.
device?
Yeah, real-time feedback for
That's a
managing.
benefit. Feature is something in your product, in the device.
The real-time feedback is a feature. Like it gives them the feedbacks. It puts the users in feedback loop. The benefit is managing stress.
No. I'm going to come back. What component in your device captures this real-time?
Okay, got it. So it's
sensor.
EEG sensors.
So those EEG circuits are the feature.
Okay, got it.
Because I have the EEG circuits, I can deliver to you real-time information.
Yeah.
Feature are those design aspects of your product which give.
Yeah, got it.
Yeah, benefits you said. Real-time information is a benefit, really.
Yeah, improving the organization's overall productivity and wellness, improving engagement and proactivity.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah, thank you. Actually, I wanted to start with another statement like making workplaces effective with wearable technology. Would that be more apt?
Your name,
I'm Aravind,
Arvind.
Neurostellar.
Any statement where, see, this sometimes we come up with these statements to give a larger positioning to our service. But what will I take from that? You repeat that statement again. The larger.
Making workplaces effective with wearable technology.
My own response in whenever we try to make it larger, we will miss out on a specific benefit or a role that our product can do.
Okay. Yeah, got it. So,
We must move to, see, we all know that all global brands have these larger statements, okay? But they have all changed their statements as they bigger and bigger.
yeah.
When we are a startup and we want to move into statements which are, we provide global solutions to relieve all global problems, okay? Which is all larger positioning. We will miss out an opportunity to communicate the specific that we are really good at. Yes, this is where you are moving to. But if currently, even if you say monitor and reduce stress levels, I would say you are communicating towards that wellness, towards all of that.
Yeah, got it.
So that is where you're going.
Yeah, got it.
It gives you a better way to communicate and get the interest of you.
Yeah.
So it's like saying, I can make the world a better place. Of course, it is true that as we are doing whatever, let us say we are in energy saving, we are in something, all of that is moving towards making the world a better place. But let us not take that position saying my product or service is going to make the world a better place, because it is too generic and too large. But you say mine will make sure that this air is completely purified and has no impurities. Then I understand that therefore you are in air purification, which will give that benefit, healthier, towards all that. But if you occupy that position, you will miss out on what is it that we are in.
Hi, our product is a cloud platform to manage and control a fleet of drones. A cloud platform to manage and control a fleet of drones. This is our product. Our end customers are law enforcement people, ERSS, emergency response support systems for smarter cities. And our features are cloud-based real-time video streaming, cloud-based real-time video analytics, and the drone can be operated from anywhere over the cellular network. These are our features. And our benefits are, we have coined this term, but we have not quantified it. Reach the spot quicker. For example, if any accidents happen, the drone can reach the spot quicker. Second one, can deliver medicines and support victims at the spot. Third one, no need for pilot. And fourth one, be prepared for the situation, and resource utilization can be very efficient because the drone goes first, streams the video and streams the analytics, so we'll be knowing what happens in the place. So people will be prepared while going to the spot, the emergency response system. So these are our benefits.
Yeah. Reasonably clear. Just want to ask you more for my own knowledge.
Yeah.
Yours is a platform where you don't need to supply the drone. It could be any drone they have bought from anybody, or they have to buy the drone.
As of now, we have planned to deploy our own drones.
But otherwise, your platform is independent and capable of tracking any drone which gets added to your platform.
Yes, but we are not focusing on that.
No, got it. But I'm just wanting to understand.
Yeah.
Good, clear. Predictive analytics. Yeah.
The product is data analytics solutions for airlines, and the customers are airlines and airplane engine manufacturers. Features are actually AI algorithm for predicting failure of aircraft components, crew management software, aircraft simulator, and wind prediction software. And the benefits are based on the predictions made by the AI for the failure of the aircraft parts, we can replace it within the time so that downtime may be reduced. Another benefit is based on previous data, crew may be rotated. Based on the crew management software, the crew may be rotated to avoid overwork and stress. These are the two benefits.
Understood, Dr. Karthik. I want you to repeat your definition of your product or solution once more.
Data analytics solution for airlines.
Pause. My first response is, this is too overall and it still doesn't communicate to me. Is there a specific area in which you provide this data analytics, or it is data analytics for everything that the airline is into?
Mainly it's for predictive analysis for failure of components.
So if you move to that, you become more clearer. So the data analytics is towards predictive analytics, which will give you advanced thing on failure.
Yes, sir.
So it is more on the operational parts of the aircraft rather than on passenger traffic, so if you just move into data analytics for airlines, I'm not clear what your product is. So this is again one more to say, as specific as we can become, we are clearer to communicate what is that which our product or service can do. So I would think either you move to that predictive, even in predictive analytics, there could be predictive analytics which are only looking at making sure aircrafts arrive and depart on time.
Correct.
But yours is towards
Failure.
Yeah, the parts, and so see how you can come up with something which is in that area then your product or service gets defined better.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. But the other points were there, clear. Okay, I think that finishes the first round where we have understood. We have another 45 minutes, so I'm going to spend only another 5-10 minutes on another 10 minutes, maybe a very important aspect of where we are. We have understood what is our product or service, who is our customer. So we will come to an important aspect now. We have finished our product, our customer, features and benefits. We have to now come into the how do I now present to the customer. Okay, all this is only our grounding. Let's move to that. Here's one nice. Can you explain what your product does? Okay, I don't know how many of you read this Dilbert series, but all these are nice things from which you can pick up so much. You may be wondering why I'm showing you cartoons and characters and stuff like that, but my learning has always been from many of these. Can you explain what your product does? Our product was created by an experienced team of technologists to address the way content is surfaced. Next time, just say no. Meaning, I don't know how to explain what my product does. His first question, can you explain what your product does? All he's saying is, don't give me this. If you can't, you say, no, I won't be able to explain to you what my product is. So many of us, when we present, this is the way it will sound to the customer is something we must keep in mind, okay? So pitching to customers. Legally, this is a very good document, but it is very weak on jargon. This is okay in a legal document. But when we present, when it is only with jargon, it is the reverse that will happen, okay? So just reinforcing all those. But let's come to, when we pitch to customers, lead with benefits. We covered 4 aspects. What is our product? Who is the customer? What are the features? What are the benefits? But when we are pitching or presenting to customer, we must lead with benefits. Hey, I have a ceramic, product solution which can save 30% in your manufacturing costs. Is my first statement. That is, I wish to lead with a benefit statement, okay. In each one of you, all of you identified some benefits. Let's say, therefore, he says, look, I have a solution with which you can make sure all your employees are stress-free. It creates that interest. It knows the area I am in. It talks of a benefit statement. Now I will present whatever, etc., etc. So though we listed out features and benefits, keep in mind that in a sales presentation, lead with the benefit statement first. Okay? This is the most important. We must engage with the customer via probing, and I understand that your company uses 100 crores of ceramics. Am I right in therefore saying if there could be a savings, it could be of value to you? That is, I am asking a question, I am not yet answering. I am wanting to engage with the customer. I am still leading with something where I wish to move to the benefit statement, saying, hey, we can provide, because of whatever, at least 30% saving is what I want to move to. But before I move to and start with that, I want to engage with the customer. So you must understand, in a selling presentation situation, as far as possible, practice. This is all via practice. You have to rehearse to say, what if I do, will I engage, and therefore that customer will respond with something. When they respond, I will build it up by saying, therefore we can provide you something which can offer you this. Then what I want to ask you, don't you think some particular aspect is important in what you do? And you may say something, you say, look, I think you have mentioned something of value. Our product would be able to provide you this and this. So engage with customer via probing and questioning to get them to interact and share things with you. This is via practice. I don't want to spend too much time because we have only 15 minutes. Otherwise, I would have taken examples and stuff, but we'll do it maybe with your thing. Keep in mind, I have one last thing where I will repeat this statement. Selling is not telling. Okay? It's a golden thing in marketing and sales. Selling is not telling. It's not that I will go and ramble and then blah 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 and blah blah. Selling has to be engaging. To make it engaging, you have to practice. You are very clear that I will present the following benefits and the following features of my product, but I am not going to list out saying, let me first tell you we have 4 benefits, 1, 2, 3, 4. I also want to tell you the features behind which are providing you these benefits, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Engage. I will ask a question. This is what if we can provide you 30% savings, do you think that will be of value to you? If I can make sure that what is normally taking you 3 days to manufacture can be finished in 1 day, would you like to examine something like that? Then I am getting to engage. You must learn to say how do you make your sales presentation into interactive, conversational based thing with your customer, but not one parroted telling. I want to tell you 4 benefits, 4 features and this. Okay. Probing and questioning is the way you have to practice. Then substantiate and respond via features. The moment the customer says, yes, but how, yes, now I want to tell you why my AI based things can provide you accurate and real time something. That is based on the response, I will pick up one of my either features or something, and this is why we are able to provide you something in whatever form. That is always as a response to whatever customer sometimes will agree, sometimes will say completely different. We must then know how we think. I think you have raised a very important aspect. You know, I will always have things where I agree with the customer, however, I also wish to bring to your attention. You understand? What you raised, if it's completely different from what I say, and he says, no, all that is not required. I take what your point is. In our interactions with so and so, they were saying that apart from this something, you're always thinking about how do I present, but it is in an interactive, engaging manner. Okay, that you keep in mind as what I want to give you. So substantiate and respond via features. Seek agreement. Seek agreement is a good process in moving in sales. Seek agreement meaning, so don't you agree that time saving or delivering on time is one of your most important functions or responsibilities? Then I am seeking agreement, you understand? Amongst all the things which you said, which you pointed out, so can we say particular aspect is the most important for you? When I seek agreement, it means yes, so this is important to me. This is what I will deliver something. So when I summarize, I will pick up on all those where our product or service is already meeting something that you have in mind, and therefore I can move to something. So seek agreement during the call, summarize to say, hey, therefore in our presentation, we have discussed these things you shared with me, therefore 1 and 2 are important, that if this is presented to you, you would like to examine. Whatever is the discussion, have an ability to summarize. Most important is this. In every call or a presentation with a customer, there must be an outcome in mind. This outcome may not be an order. Outcome, so shall we say that I can do a demo for you next week? It's an outcome. That is, if I want to move to a demo, so can I send you a sample with which you can try out a few of these products that you manufacture? You know, we must be clear every call will never get us an order. But in every call, we can have an outcome in mind. Would you like me to present some? Would you like me to? So, shall we say next week? Should I meet somebody? Whatever is that outcome, can I set up a demo? Keep in mind that every call, we must only think through saying what is an outcome. That outcome must move towards then the engagement. If we can get an order at the first order itself, so I know lots of sales guys, sales people are amazing. Yeah. You must meet some of them, they are a bundle of energy. So sales guys, especially of some of the well-trained sales guys, they'll say this is the product. So shall I take your order? 2 minutes he has presented something, so can I take your order now? That is the way they are trained. In the sense, asking for the order itself is one big task. We will all be hesitant. We will all be thinking, if I ask for an order, he will say, no, you run away and you get out of this place, or he will go away. But it is towards that our mind must get trained. So towards that, whatever you think, can I do a demo, can I send you a quotation, is that okay, should I send you a sample, would you like to try, is this something, who else should I meet, is there any other aspects that you want to get addressed? So moving towards that outcome is that important thing. So this is what I want to briefly give to you as the sales process. Sales process is not covered in 10 minutes, okay, it's a journey by itself, that as you meet people and as you present you refine, but you keep in mind, selling is not telling. Selling, you must move to it being interactive and engaging, and the more you interact and engage, you will get a better understanding of how you are meeting the customer requirement. That's it. Remember, selling is not telling, and that's what I wanted to share with all of you today. Okay. Thank you.